What's up? What's good, fam? We back with another one. Y'all know what time it is. We're gonna find out what's going on with these enemies, because it ain't sometimes the people who you think is be the ones right in your face. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna find out what's going on. We're gonna do an all signs reading for every sign, and we're gonna see for each sign who the enemies are around you. All right, so let's go. We're gonna clear the energy. Papa Legba, open the road to the spirit realm, Papa Legba, so that we can speak to the Aries, archangels, spirit guides, guardian spirits, ancestor spirits of our highest and greatest good, lords of our highest and greatest good. Thank you, Papa Legba. Infinite spirit, Aries, archangels, spirit guides, ancestor spirits of our highest and greatest good, lords of our highest and greatest good. Show us what we need to see in the cards. We're going to start with Aries. We're going to start with Aries. Spirit, show us what we need to see in the cards for Aries. Who are the enemies around Aries? Now, make sure you take note that we always have more than one. So, Spirit is going to give us the cards to show us which one, what's their sign. So, when we find out what their sign is, then you'll know who they are. That's around you all the time. Could be co-workers, it could be friends, it could be family, it could be anybody. So, let's find out. Alright, spirit guides, ancestors. Show us what we need to see for Aries, spirits. Show us who are the enemies around Aries. Got a Leo at the bottom of the deck, Aries. You got a Leo at the bottom of the deck. So it's a possibility that this Leo could be. That's what Spirit says. Is that you have a enemy who's a Leo is around you. You got the Seven of Pentacles popped out. Seven of Pentacles. Show us more, Spirit. You got the Four Cups. Spirit, show us more. Show us more for Aries. Who are these enemies? You got the Justice card that popped out. And you got the Three of Cups that popped out. Alright, Spirit, show us more. That Leo card popped out again. Strength. So spirits most definitely say it's a Leo. Another Leo card. You got two Leo cards that popped out. Sun card popped out. Sun and the Strength. Both of those are Leo cards. Alright, Spirit, show us one more. You got the Hierophant that popped out. Could be a Taurus. One more, Spirit. One more. Alright, you got the Ace of Swords that popped out. Alright. So, this could be somebody. The Hierophant. Could be somebody you're married to. Could be somebody you're married to. It could be somebody you work with. So I'm seeing the Leo. I'm seeing Taurus. You got the Ace of Swords. Swords is air sign. So it's Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You got Justice here. Justice represent Libra. Scales. You got Justice. And you got the Three of Cups. Right? Three of Cups. You got cups here, Four Cups, Three of Cups, Four Cups. So you got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then you got the Seven of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Alright? Seven of Pentacles is a card of reaping what you sow, but you got to put the work in first in order to reap what you sow. So the Seven of Pentacles represent a card of work, right? Just like the Eight of Pentacles. Even though with the Eight of Pentacles, he's sitting there and he's working, The Seven of Pentacles shows us what's coming in after the work is done, but it's still pertaining to work. So this could be somebody that you work with, could be a Leo you work with, or a family member, or somebody that you are married to, or ex lover, or marriage, somebody who's married to, because Hierophant represents a marriage, right? And it could be a water sign that you parted with, that you like to go out with and have fun with, Aries. Somebody who's they act strict. Somebody who acts strict. Somebody who's quick to say shit out their mouth, and then it's like they don't have a filter, whoever they are. This person is a person who's a very ungrateful person. So you'll know who this person is. But I see that it's 3 different people, right? I'm seeing it's 3 different people. The Leo is one, right? And these people could be connected to each other some kind of way. Whether they are connected to each other in work, or they're connected to each other in family, or connected to each other in a friend group. I take it as a friend group because you got the 3 of Cups here. And that's why I said somebody that you go out with and you party with, right? So 3 other people, right? One could be an air sign, one a water sign, and one is a Leo. Most definitely a Leo. So Aries, this is the enemies that are around you that you need to make sure that you pay close attention to, and that you watch. Let me see. Let's get some more. I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna use these just to give us an indicator of what the person is like, what the people like to do. So that would tell you more about who it is. So somebody is a thief. One of them is a thief, and you know they steal, and you probably don't really trust this person. Spirit, show us more about these people. All right, you got one that flipped over in my hand. One of them is somebody who could have got caught cheating. You know that they was cheating, and they got caught cheating. Their spouse found out that they was cheating, and they probably, you heard about it in the conversation, or you was talking to that person about it, or whatever. The other one is somebody who always try to act like they love you all the time. Like, I love you, I love you, and da 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 da. Well, that's not, they don't love you for real. It says right here, love bombing. Somebody who love bombs you a lot. And somebody who real nosy. The other person could be somebody who's real nosy. This person is real nosy. They always in everybody's business, and they always talking about everybody else, and you know that this person is real nosy. That's how you'll know who they are. So one of them got caught cheating. The other one always try to love bomb you and make you feel like they love you so much, and this and that and that and the other, but they don't. And the other one is somebody who is really nosy and spreading rumors. So this reading, you already know. If the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you. Hit the like button if it do. But you also know too that every reading is not for everybody. So you could have one person around you who's an enemy, or you could have 2, or it could be all 3. One of you might have all 3 of these people that you know. So it'll resonate for certain people, and certain people they won't. So you already know that. So hit the like button if it resonates. If the reading don't resonate, then leave it for somebody else. Alright, that's what we got for you, Aries. You know that I do offer personal readings, so if you need a personal reading, then hit me up, because we can go more in depth into this and find out more by reading your personal energy, right? With a personal reading, and we can get more clear on who it is, what you need to do, and how you need to watch these people, because enemies are never something to take lightly. You have to always be careful when you got enemies around you. And so you want to make sure that you watch them so that you can stay ahead of the game. But all right, that's what we got for you, Aries. As I said before, hit the like button. If it resonates, if the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, have a great day, Aries. Taurus, what's good, Taurus? Taurus, we're gonna clear the energy, Taurus. We're gonna clear the energy. We're gonna see what's going on with you, Taurus. We're gonna find out who's the enemies around you, Taurus. You need to know who the enemies are around you so that you can watch a step and pay close attention and you can stay ahead of the game, because enemies can be dangerous and they can be treacherous. So you got to be careful of the people who are around you. All right, so let's find out, Aries. I'm sorry I called you Aries, Taurus. Taurus, let's find out who your enemies are. Spirit guides, ancestor spirits of our highest and greatest good, lords of our highest and greatest good. Protect us as we channel these messages and show us, give us an accurate message of who are the enemies around Taurus. Could be an earth sign. You got Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody you got a relationship with. Two of Cups flew out my hand like that, like crazy flew out my hand. Y'all saw it just fly out my hand and it landed straight up. Two of Cups. So you could be in a relationship with your enemy. Could be sleeping with the enemy. But Two of Cups doesn't necessarily mean that it's a loving relationship. Well, it is a loving relationship because Cups is love, but Cups is emotional. But, you know, it could be a friendship. The lovers didn't pop out. All right, so we got the Hermit. You got the Hermit, Virgo. And I said at the bottom of the deck here, the Ace of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You got the Nine of Cups, water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You got another Earth card, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, the Knight of Pentacles. All right, Spirit, give us more. Show us more, Spirit. All right, you got 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Show us more, Spirit. Who are these enemies around Taurus? I get that it's a heavy earth sign. You got Knight of Swords, air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Spirits, give us 2 more, spirits. Give us 2 more to show us. Thank you, Spirit. Spirits gave us the 2. All right, you got 4 swords. You got 4 swords here. Air sign again. And you got the King of Swords here. Air sign again. So we get that whoever this enemy is around you, somebody that you deal with on a constant basis, they're air sign. So strong air. You got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You got Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And you got air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And you got the 10 of Wands, which is fire, right? Which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But because there's so many swords out here, it's a heavy swords. It's a heavy air sign. This person is somebody that you really have to be careful of, because this person fake like they love you. They fake like they love you, and they don't. And you think that y'all solid, but this person is very treacherous. Knight of Swords, if you see him, he's charging in, right? The Knight of Swords is charging in, and his sword is raised high, right? Which means he always ready for battle. He's going into battle, right? And he charging fast. And red, he got on red. If you notice red, the red cloak he has on his back, red represents blood, right? Knight of Swords can be a treacherous person, very treacherous, because they cutthroat, right? Then you got the King of Swords here, with his sword up, cutthroat, right? Um, Whoever this person is somebody who's they're very wise, right? This person is very wise, and this person knows how to move because they move slow. This person moves slow, and they don't rush anything. So you'll know who this person is. Heavy air sign, that is very calculated. Very calculated. There could be a person too that appear to be real happy around you, like they're always happy, like like they don't have no worries or anything like that, because you got the Nine of Cups here, right? You got the Nine of Cups here. Nine of Cups is happiness, right? Independent happiness. This person, when I say they're calculated, they know how to lay down and rest on the situation, whatever. If you did something to them or said something to them out of the way, they are a person that they're not gonna say nothing right then about it. They're gonna wait, lay back and wait and find a way that they can fuck you up in any kind of way. I see this person trying to ruin your reputation, right? Creating a burden for you by ruining your reputation. And the thing is, hold on one second. All right. The thing is this person being calculated, right? Will try and ruin your reputation because a lot of people look up to them, right? This person is somebody who a lot of people look up to. And because they calculated, and they may have a little bit of money too. This person could have a little bit of money. They real calculated. You gotta watch them. So let's see what else we get. Let's see what else we get. We're gonna see what type of person they are, right? We're gonna see what type of person they are, so we'll know what type of person is around you, right? Well, I already know what type of person they are. I don't mean what type of person they are. I mean some of their characteristics, right? We're going to pull out some of their characteristics so you'll know better of exactly who it is, because you could have a couple of air signs around you, who this could be, right? Spirit, show us more about this person. Give us some more insight into this person, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. All right. That's crazy. Third party relationship lessons, right? Third party relationship lessons. This could be somebody who you know of as a friend that was in a third party relationship, and they might have talked to you about it, and you know that this person was in a third party relationship. This one says, skirt, quick getaway, right? Escaping. If you look at the Knight of Swords is moving real fast, like he's getting away from something, but like he's charging towards something, right? So, just what I said about charging in and running. Well, this one says moving away, quick getaway, so running away fast, right? This could be somebody who could have talked to you about a situation that they were in. They could have talked to you about a situation that they were in, and they tried to hurry up and move away from that situation because they was in a third party relationship. And so being in a third party relationship, they said to themselves they got to hurry up and get away from it, but they told you about it too. And you could know what they've been through. So that's how you'll know who this person is. So yeah, you got to watch this person. This person is very treacherous and dangerous. You got to be careful around them because this person will try to hurt you really bad in many different ways. And the reason why is because with the Knight of Swords moving fast and moving in a certain direction, he's going toward the west from the east this way. But you really don't know which way he's going because he's moving so fast that he can always turn around or he can always go in the opposite direction. So you have to be careful. You don't know because it's a mental card. right? Swords is mental. So this person can be one way 1 minute and then flip just that fast. So you have to be careful around this person. So that's what we got for you, Taurus. So now that you know how to watch yourself around this person and better protect yourself. As I said before, I say it again. If the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, then you already know to don't take it with you. Every reading is not for everybody, but we all have enemies around us, so we have to be careful. So just take heed. If you know who the person is, then just be careful, because they're gonna try some shit. So if the reading resonate, hit the like. If it don't, then leave it for somebody else. And I offer personal reading. So anytime you want to get the cards read to find out what's really going on in depth, then hit me up. And if you're a subscriber, I thank you for being here, and I thank you for being patient with me. I be having a lot going on, man. I just can't sit and read cards all day long. I have other things going on too, So but yeah, I appreciate y'all for being here. And if you're not a subscriber, then hit the subscribe button and stay tuned, because there's a lot more coming. All right, peace. Gemini, what's good, Gemini? Gemini, we're gonna find out what's going on with these motherfucking enemies around you today, man. So let's clear the energy. All right, Gemini. So Gemini, we're gonna find out who are the enemies around you, Gemini. You already know every reading is not gonna resonate for everybody. If the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, then don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And then I also offer personal readings for anybody that want to go in depth into your life to find out what's really going on with you. Then hit my inbox. The email is in my description. Well, the email is in the description, and is on the page on my on my home page. So Gemini, somebody want me to tell you, get this message out to you. My throat just started bothering me just now, all of a sudden. It wasn't doing that before. So Gemini, somebody's working magic on you, Gemini. Trying to work magic on you anyway. All right, spirits, ancestors, archangels, spirit guides, show us what we need to see for Gemini. Who's the person? Could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You got 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right, spirit, show us who are these enemies around Gemini. We got 2. Could be a Cancer. We got 3. It could be a Sagittarius. You got the Chariot. You got Temperance. You got the Chariot and Temperance, right? And then you got the 5 of Pentacles, right? Which is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you got Sagittarius, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Damn, that's crazy. Because right when I was shuffling the cards, I said the Magician is going to be at the bottom of the deck. I swear to God. On my dead great-grandmother's grave, man. I promise on everything I love. I just said to myself, I said the Magician is going to be at the bottom of the deck. And I'd be damned if the Magician ain't at the bottom of the deck, man. I just said that shit, man. I said it not because when I said Gemini, somebody working magic on you. I saw the Magician at the bottom of the deck when I said that. I said Gemini, somebody working magic on you. I said they don't want me to get this message out. I saw the Magician at the bottom of the deck, and here it is. Yep. Yep, they've been trying to work magic on you. Alright. Could be a Scorpio. You got Scorpio. You got a lot of cards that came out. Alright. Let's see what we got. Scorpio, you got the Death card. You got the Death card, you got the 2 of Pentacles. You got the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles. So that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again, Scorpio. Then you got the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Yep, want you stuck. You got the Hangman. 2 cards are being stuck. You got the 8 of Swords, and you got the 8 of Swords, and you got the Hangman here, right? 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords, right? 8 and 7, right? 8 and 7 is 15. 5 and 1, 1 and 5 is 6. Yeah, and then you got the three of you could be born on the 6th of the month. You could be born on the 6th of whatever month, Gemini. You could be born on the 9th, or you could be born on the 7th, or you could be born on the 8th or the 2nd. All right. Got the 3 of Wands. All right, spirits, give us one more. Thank you, spirits. The Tower. Scorpio card again. All right, so heavy Scorpio. Heavy Scorpio. Heavy Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So, this person, they've been working magic on you, trying to get you stuck. I say that this person is a Scorpio. Because you got heavy Scorpio, you got two cards here. 2 very treacherous cards, dangerous cards. The Death. The Death, even though we know that in tarot, most of the time the Death represents a spiritual death, the death of the old self and the reawakening of a new self, right? A reborn new self. But it can also represent a physical death also as well. It depends on the surrounding cards. But you got a Tower here too. And you got the 5 of Pentacles. So these people been working magic on you, trying to put you financially in a bad position. They want you stuck. So you could be going through a financial struggle right now, Gemini. And they're causing a Tower moment. Yeah. So whoever this person is, you got heavy Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, heavy Scorpio. I say it's a Scorpio, but you got 3 cards with pentacles on them. So, Spirit, if the card is upright, that means yes. If the card is in reverse, that means no. Spirit, is this more than one enemy working on Gemini? Spirit, let me make sure I got the deck in the upright position. All right, the deck is in the upright position. So if the card come out in reverse, it means no. If the card come out in the upright, it means yes. Is this more than one person working on Gemini, doing spiritual work on Gemini, casting spells on Gemini? Is it more than one? Ace of Cups. No, it's in reverse. It's in reverse. So that means that it's only one person. Is this just one person working, doing spiritual work on Gemini? Thank you, spirits. Yes, one person, the devil. One person, the devil. So you got one enemy up around you, Gemini, who's real close to you, and this person is working magic on you, and you didn't even know that this person is working magic on you, because if you did, you wouldn't have this person up around you. But you protect it because you got Archangel Michael here. You got Archangel Michael here. You protect it, but you still need to do some spiritual cleansing because this energy is very heavy. This is some very heavy energy. This energy is very heavy. You got the devil, you got the death, you got the Tower, you got the 5 of Pentacles, you got the 8 of Swords, Ace of Cups in reverse. These are real heavy energies. So you got a lot of negative energy around you. You're probably having problems sleeping at night. You're having problems sleeping. Could have been feeling sick. This was done right before the right before the blood moon. This was done on you, this work here. You need to be cleansing yourself right now while the energy is still present from the blood moon, so it can shift everything out of your life so that it can eclipse the rest of the energy, this heavy energy, away from you. You need to take your spiritual bath. Take you a bath, and you need to soak in some sea salt and some lemon. Get you some lemon and sea salt. Soak in and pray, and get in the bath and pray. Or either you need to get you some, and you can add some sulfur. Yeah, make it strong by adding some sulfur. Add some sulfur to the bath. Put sea salt, lemon, and some sulfur in it. Not a lot of sulfur. You're gonna make a bathtub. You put it in your bathtub, or you can put some in a cup, a big cup, or something like that, and you can pour it over your body. Wipe yourself down and leave it on your body. Leave it on your body. Don't dry off. Leave it on your body for 24 hours. Sulfur, we call it brimstone. Sulfur is known to break spells, hexes, and curses fast, and it's protection too. It's used for protection. So you can take some sulfur and mix it in the lemon. The lemon draws out the negativity, and you need to buy some lemons. You need to buy some lemons, Gemini. Buy you some lemons and put one in every room of your house, right? Buy some lemons and put one in every room of your house. In every room in your house, it's gonna draw up the negativity that's in the house too, because whatever you got on you is also in the house, right? So you need to get that. You need to get that out of the house too, because the tower represents a castle, it represents a house. Yeah, so this is what we got for you, Gemini. Gemini, I'm gonna pull a few more of these cards here just to see some more of this person's characteristics, so you'll know exactly who they are. It's an Earth sign, or it's a Scorpio. It's a Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It could be a Sagittarius. It could be a Cancer. It could be a Capricorn. You got the devil here. Yeah, so we're going to see what other characteristics we get of this person. All right? We're going to see what other characteristics we get of this person, so you can kind of pinpoint who it is. Right? All right. Spirit, show us who this person is. Legal. Court paperwork filed. This could be somebody who's in the legal field. It could be in the legal field. Or they could have filed some paperwork against somebody. Could have filed a court case against somebody. Or put somebody in jail or something. But I see it's maybe a lawsuit. They could have got in a car accident or something, and they could have got in a car accident and filed a lawsuit against the person that they got in an accident with, or whatever. You know, they sue the insurance company. It could be that. Let's see. Spirits, give us more. Spirits, give us more. It could be somebody in a friend group. It could be family. It could be somebody you work with, because you got the Eight of Pentacles over here, which is work. I think that's where it's at, though. It's at work. It's somebody at work. Spirits, give us a card to show us who this person. Red flag, warning signs, take heed, risky situation. So this is a person, whoever this person is, this is somebody who you kind of you don't feel good around. You kind of feel like they a person who always up to no good, like a red flag. You know what a red flag is. You know, red is the color, red, the energy of red is an energy of caution, and the energy of red makes the nervous system like this. So this is somebody that you can be around, and you can be really kind of like, when you get around them, kind of like maybe a little nervous or shaky or something, or just something about them that just feels off. That's why, because they've been doing spell work against you. But that's who it is. So that's what we got for you, Gemini. Gemini, you need to take heed and take the spiritual bath, light you some sage in the home, and take the lemons and put the lemons in your home. And when you light the sage, let the windows up and let the air out when you light the sage. All right, you already know if the reading resonates, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, then don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, then subscribe. I would appreciate it. And I do offer personal readings, so if you need a personal reading to go more in depth into what's going on into your life, then hit me up. My email is in the description and in the page description, in my homepage description. Thank you very much. I appreciate y'all for being here, and y'all have a great day. Peace. Cancer, what's happening, Cancer? Cancer, we're going to find out who your enemies are around you. Could be somebody right in your face. Could be family, could be friends, it could be, well, they ain't friends if they're enemies, but, you know, frenemies. It could be anybody. So we're going to find out who these people are. It could be somebody that worked with you. It could be more than one. It could be only one. So we're going to find out. If the reading resonates, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, you already know, don't take it with you. Everything is not for everybody. Every reading is not for everybody. If you're a subscriber, thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. And I do offer personal readings for anybody that want to go more in depth to what's going on in your life and what's going on around you, so that you can be able to move forward. You may be stuck, or you feel stuck or whatever, and you need a reading, hit me up. All right, let's go. All right. Gotta clear the energy though. Spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, guardian angels, Orishas, ancestors, spirits of our highest and greatest good, lords of our highest and greatest good. Show us what we need to see in the cards for Cancer. Let's find out who Cancer's enemies are. Man, y'all know these motherfucking enemies, boy. They be treacherous, boy. You gotta watch them, boy. You gotta watch them, boy. You can't take your eyes off them. You slip, they gonna cross you up, boy. They gonna cross you up. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's figure it out. See what's going on. All right, Spirit, show us what's going on in Cancer's life with surrounding these enemies. Who are the enemies, Spirit? Show us the sign of the person or people who are enemies. I said person or people, and there's multiple people on this card. So you have Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. That's what you got. It could be any one of those signs. It could be one of those signs or two of those signs. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us the signs of the people who are enemies in Cancer's life. The person or people who are enemies in Cancer's life, Spirit. All right, thank you, Spirits. All right, first card out, we got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Knight of Pentacles. You got the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You got the Nine of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Two of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again. All right. Spirit, show us some more. You got 10 Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. A lot of Pentacles, so it could be an earth sign for sure. All right, Spirit, show us more. Tower, Scorpio. All right, Spirit, show us more, Spirit. Queen of Wands. Show us more, Spirits. The Hermit. Four Swords. There's two more, Spirit. Two of Wands. They're throwing these cards, boy. That's too many, Spirit. I don't need that many. I need one more, Spirit. that 10 of Pentacles came back out again. I'm going to keep that. Alright. This could be somebody you was in a relationship with and you thought you was going to build a happy family with them. Or it could be somebody in your family. Cancer. This enemy could be in your family, Cancer. They're causing you a tower moment. So we got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, the Hermit, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Four of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. And you got a 10 of Pentacles again. So you got one pentacle, three cards of Pentacles, right? So heavy earth sign. Whoever this person is a heavy earth sign. Or fire sign. So you could have two people who are your enemies. You got the nine of wands, the 2 of wands, and the Queen of Wands. Heavy fire, right? Heavy fire, heavy pentacles. So you got 3 fire signs, 3 fire cards, and 3 pentacle cards, right? This is somebody who could be stable in their life. They could have some form of stability. It could be somebody that you walked away from. You could have walked away from this person, and this person is a dynamic type of person. A dynamic type of person, and they got wisdom. So they're pretty sharp. This is somebody who's sharp. It's not somebody who you don't know it's not somebody who you know that's kind of dumb. Don't use their brain. This person is very sharp, and this person looks good too. Looks good, has stability in their life, and they're real sharp. So it's like I said, it could be somebody in your family, right? This could be somebody in your family that caused you a lot of burdens, right? Caused you a lot of burdens. You moved away from them and you stopped really dealing with them. Could be an auntie or somebody. Yeah, they caused you to go through a tower moment. A tower moment. Either you've gone through a tower moment, or you're going through a tower moment now, or you will face a tower moment. Concerning your finances. Right? Got a lot of money cards. You got 3 money cards here. Right? You got the Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. So you could face a tower concerning your finances. Maybe your finances haven't been looking so good. And or either they're about to not be looking good. Let's hope not, because I don't wish that on nobody. But I'm just telling you what I see in the cards. This person is somebody that you wouldn't never expected to do you like that, though. This is somebody who you kind of was relaxed around. Somebody who you was relaxed around. Yeah, this person is a real devious type of person, though they're sneaky. They're a sneaky person because they're smart and they're sharp, and so they know how to move. So they move in ways that you wouldn't think that they would move, because they sharp, and sharp people, you have to be careful around them because they play dumb, but they really be really sharp. They really be smart. They don't let everybody know what they know. And so this person could have caused you burdens. I'm seeing could have caused you problems with your kids or something too. Whoever this person is, this person really good. Yeah, this person really good. This person is two-faced. Person is really two-faced. This person is somebody who they put themselves up here, and they feel like you ain't on their level. It could be a friend or somebody you consider to be family. It doesn't necessarily have to be blood. When we say family, family ain't always blood. But it could be blood too, right? But this is somebody that you was real close with. You gotta watch this person. You gotta always watch this person because you gotta always watch all your enemies anyway. Can't never slip. You know. We're gonna get more to find out. See if we can find out the characteristics of this person. So you can narrow it down who it is. Spirit, show us the characteristic of the person that I'm seeing in the cards, that you showed me in the cards. What is the characteristics of that person? I said frenemy. Frenemy. Frenemy, somebody you thought was family, or you called them family, or they is your family. Frenemy. All right, Spirit, show us more. All right, that's too many. That's a lot of cards. Spirit, show us more. Show us more for Cancer. Lost, ghosted, cowardice, disappearing act. This could be somebody. This could be somebody who disappeared from you or out of your life for a while and he came back, right? And that's crazy because you got the Eight of Cups right here, means walking away. You got the Eight of Cups, walking away, moving away, and then you got ghosted. So this is somebody who walked away from you. Could have been a lover. Could be a baby daddy or baby mama or somebody you had a kid with. Because I said that this person caused you problems with your kid, with your children, or kids, right? That came out. Spirit brought that out for some reason. So this could have been somebody you was in a relationship with. Yeah, because the family card is there. All right, Spirit, show us one more. Give us one more, Spirit. This person, whoever this person is, wow, that's crazy. Knocked up, pregnancy. And I just said it could be somebody you had a baby with, your kid, or you got a child, or more than one child, and he get a card right here. He get a card right here. This person who you had a baby with is your frenemy. There's your enemy. You gotta watch them because they're gonna cross you. They're gonna cause you a tower moment. Yep. So that's what you got. So that's what it is, Cancer. So now you know who it is. It's somebody you got a baby with. This person walked away from you one time and came back because you got the Eight of Cups right here. Ghosted, cowardice, disappearing act. Right, with the Eight of Cups, walking away. You got the walking away card right there, and then you got the pregnancy card right there with the family card. I said it was a family. Somebody you could have been in a family or somebody you consider family. Yeah, well, that's what it is. So that's the person right there who's your enemy. The person you've been sleeping with. All right, that's what we got for you, Cancer. Cancer, if the reading resonates, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, you already know, don't take it with you, leave it for somebody else. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, then please hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And I do offer personal reading, so if you want a personal reading, then hit me up. The link is my email is in the description and on my page bio. Thank you very much. Y'all have a great day. And Cancer, be careful because you're sleeping with the enemy, and that's who's gonna hurt you. All right, have a great day. Peace. Leo, what's good, Leo? Leo, we're going to find out who your enemies are. Leo, who's in your face, that's your enemy. We're going to find out so that you can be aware of what's going on around you and you can watch out for these motherfuckers because they're going to try to hurt you. I wanted to wait until after the blood moon to do this reading because, you know, the blood moon bring energies that will eclipse energies out of your life. So that's what I was trying to do. I was waiting on before I wanted to put this video out. I said, let me let the blood moon pass so that we can see if this energy is going to be eclipsed out of their life so we can find out who the true enemies are. But so we're going to clear the energy, Leo. Clear the energy. Infinite Spirit, Orishas, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestor Spirits of my highest and greatest good, Lords of our highest and greatest good. Show us what we need to see for Leo. Show us who are the enemies in Leo's life. If it's one or more than one, Spirit, show us. Alright, Leo, you know the drill. If the reading resonates, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And for those who have subscribed, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And I do offer personal reading. So if you want a personal reading to find out more what's going on in your life, then the email is in the description and on my page. It's on my channel page, bio. All right, let's go. All right, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Orishas, Archangels. Show us who the enemy of Leo. Who's Leo enemies? Could be a Virgo. Could be a Virgo, Leo. All right, Spirit, give us some cards to show us. Show us some tarot. Who it? Huh. Whew. Heavy energy popped out. Capricorn, the devil. Oh yeah. Leo, you got some heavy enemies. Spirit, show us more. You've been fighting against them. 7 of swords. 7 of wands, what I meant to say. I said swords, and then he was swords. 5 swords. That's crazy how that be happening, because sometimes I be feeling certain energies, and then I say it, and then the card will come out. Spirit, show us more. Six of Wands. This is somebody you had a victory over, or you're about to have a victory over. Because you stood your ground, you standing your ground. You know they're your enemy too. Yep, 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I just said you're going to have a victory over them. Here goes Archangel Michael protecting you. Archangel Michael watching over you. They can't do nothing to you. Alright, so show us more. 4 cups. Alright, you got 4 cups here. 4 cups. You got the Death card. Scorpio. You got the nine of Cups. Alright, Spirit, show us more. I take it that you've been fighting this battle with this person or these people for a long time. 10 of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Alright, thank you, spirits. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Magician. Page of Wands. Magician come out with the devil. That's magic. They've been sending a lot of dark and the Death card too. You got the Death card. You got the Death card. You got the Death card, the devil, and the Magician. Death card, devil, and the Magician. And then you got Archangel Michael here. Death card, devil, Magician, Archangel Michael. These people have been doing some heavy magic against you, Leo. They've been doing some heavy magic against you. Yeah. They've been working some heavy dark magic against you. Some heavy dark shit. Yep. But you protect it. You keep wiggling out. You keep wiggling them from up under them. They don't know how the hell you getting from up under them, because they don't know you practice magic too. Yep, you know how to protect yourself. You know how to protect yourself. Temperance. Archangel Michael is an alchemist. It's an alchemist. You don't have to necessarily light a candle to do magic. Magic is within the mind. I know people who don't ever light candles, and they do certain type of things that I don't even want to talk about it. It's that deep, you know. So these people tried to bring a lot of confusion, or this person tried to bring a lot of confusion to you, right? I said people, right? Because two cards shows multiple people. The Seven of Wands and the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, you can see the people in the card, right? The Seven of Wands, you can't see the people in the cards, but you can see their wands. They holding their wands up, trying to hit him with the wands. They holding their wands up, trying to hit him with the wands, but he trying to hit them with the wands. He holding the wand like this to do like that to hit them back, because they're trying to hit him with the wand, so he's standing his ground, setting boundaries, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. And then it's 2 people in this card, right? Well, it's 3 people in the Five of Swords, but it's 2 that's in the distant, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this could be a cult that's been attacking you, Leo. This could have been a cult or some type of religious organization that has been attacking you, because maybe this religious organization is tied to the devil. They're tied to the devil, right? And they've been attacking you because they wanted to have control over you in some type of way, right? Yeah, they wanted to have control over you in some type of way. See, the Reaper controls death and rebirth. Really, death, right? The Magician controls all of the elements, right? The Magician controls fire, water, earth, air, and spirit is within him, right? That's why the infinity sign is above his head, and he's holding the wand up, summoning the energy down from the heavens to the. He's summoning energy down from the heavens to the earth, right? And he got his pentacle, his chalice, his sword, and his rod on the table, right? So the Magician controls all the elements. They wanted success to end in your life. They wanted success to end for you, because what they wanted to do was either swap destinies, right? Swap destinies or put an end to your happiness. You got the Ten of Pentacles, you got the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, right? You got the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups here. These people are people who are very miserable. These are miserable people, and they hate to see you shine, so they sent the devil at you. But Archangel Michael is protecting you, and you getting away from it. You breaking free of it, and your success is guaranteed. Your success and happiness is guaranteed. They can't stop it. Yeah. You're going through a transformation, and the transformation that you've been going through, you're going through it now. And they can't do anything to stop it. So you got Capricorn, you got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you got Aquarius, the magician, you got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with the Ten of Pentacles, and then your cups again, and your fire sign Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Temperance is Sagittarius card. So these people, I was going to pull some more cards with this deck to find out the characteristics of these people, but it's so many of them because it's a cult. They are all connected together. So when a cult is connected together with a lot of people in it, each one have separate energies and separate entities attached to them, right? So it will be, they do that to create confusion among people who try to not, people who rebel against whatever they trying to do. And you're a warrior, Leo. You're a warrior. They don't like that. They don't like that. So I'm not going to even pull any more cards to find out anything, because we already see what's going on right here. These are people that you got to stay leery of and be careful of. They could be people that's in the church with you. They can go to church with you. And they can also be doing other things in the dark. That's what I'm seeing. That's what Spirit is showing me, is that these can be church people too. And the reason why I said that, because on the six of wands, there's a lady in the back, and she got a red hat on, just like those ladies who sit on the front pews in the churches. A lot of ladies, when they go to churches, they wear their hats, and that's what she looked like, a lady with one of those hats on, sitting on one of the benches in the front in church. So be careful of the people that you allow yourself to come in contact with, whether it's shaking hands or whether it's eating from people and being at people's houses. Be careful, be very careful. Even though Archangel Michael is protecting you, the spirits protect you through your intuition, and you have to take heed, because when the spirit tell you don't go somewhere, don't go. If you feel like, no, I don't feel like going to that, I don't want to go to that, then don't go, because they're trying to bind you. They're trying to bind you, Leo. All right, so that's what we got for you, Leo. Leo, if the reading resonates, hit the like button. If it don't, then you already know, don't take it with you, leave it for somebody else. And once again, if you're a subscriber, thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed, then subscribe. I would appreciate it. And as I said before, if you need a personal reading, just go to my page and get the email from there and email me to start the process. All right, thank you very much. I hope you have a great day, and I hope the reading resonates, and take heed to what the reading is saying, Leo, because, yeah, they want to hurt you. They want to hurt you. Be careful. All right, have a great day. Peace. Virgo, what's good, Virgo? Virgo, we're going to get it in, Virgo, and find out who your enemies are around you, Virgo. Let me clear the energy first, though. Clear the energy. Alright, so Virgo, you already know the reading ain't going to resonate for everybody, but if the reading resonates, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, then don't take it with you, leave it for somebody else. And if you're a subscriber, I thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed, then hit the subscribe button. And I offer personal readings too. So if you need a personal reading to find out what's going on more in depth in your life, then the email is in the bio on my page, and the email is also in the description. All right, so let's get started. All right, infinite spirit, Aries, archangels, spirit guides, ancestor spirits of my highest and greatest good. Show us what we need to see for Virgo, the enemies around Virgo. So who are Virgo's enemies? Let us see who Virgo's enemies are, so we can let Virgo know to be careful around these people or this person. All right. Spirit guides, ancestor spirits. Show us what we need to see for Virgo. What sign are the enemies or the enemy around Virgo? Alright, we got the Ten of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Alright, Spirit, show us more. Show us more about these enemies. Wow. Alright. They tried to stop the wheel from turning in your favor. Ace of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. The World. Yeah, they want to stop the wheel from turning in your favor, and they're trying to keep you from ending the cycle. Yep. They're trying to affect your stability. 4 Wands. Things could be feeling real, can be feeling real weird to you right now. Justice. Justice. 7 of Cups. Give us 4 more, spirits. Give us 4 more. Thank you, Spirit. All right, 10 of Cups. 3 of Wands. The Magician. Yep. I felt that Magician coming out because when I said, that's why I said they're trying to stop your wheel of fortune and keep you from ending the cycle. I knew it was some magic somewhere involved, because a person can't do that just naturally. They would have to actually try to manipulate the elements in order to stop the wheel of fortune from turning in your favor and to stop you from entering into a new cycle. Has to be some type of manipulation, some element manipulation. All right, spirits, give us 1 more. Give us 1 more, spirit. Yep. Temperance. Temperance. Archangel Michael. That came out right with the Magician. So the Magician came out, and then Temperance came out, and Justice came out. So whatever they're trying to do is not working. It's not going to work, Virgo. This person could be an air sign of Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Could be a Libra. It could be a Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo. It could be a Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo. Did I say Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? No, because I don't see Virgo on the table. I don't see Capricorn on the table, but I do see Taurus on the table in the world. Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Got two cards with cups on them. Right? Alright, so whoever this person is, this could have been somebody that you lived with before. You could have lived with this person. I spent the night over their house. You've been to this person's house, and they've been to your house. I take it that they took some clothes, or they got something, some clothes or something of yours. Yeah, they could have made a doll out of you. Yeah, they could have made a doll out of you. Could be sometimes you could be getting headaches and having a lot of weird dreams. 7 of Cups. Could be having a lot of weird dreams and not being able to understand what the dreams are. The spirit is protecting you. Archangel Michael is protecting you from the magic. But you still need to cleanse yourself. But things are going to work out in your favor. Everything is going to work out in your favor. You got the Justice and the Sword of Truth. Right? You got the World and the Wheel of Fortune. You got the 10 of Cups and the Magician. You got the four Wands and the Temperance. Right? So you don't have any real heavy energies around you. Because whatever they've been trying to do, you've been protecting yourself. Your spirit and ancestors have been protecting you. 3 of Wands could also represent. See, Wands represents magical powers, right? It's a rod. It's a staff. They told you, for those who read the Bible, it said Aaron's rod budded. Said Aaron had a rod that budded. If you look at the rods, they got buds coming out of them. Each one of them. Right? So you got one holding one. and then there's two more behind you, one on this side and one on that side. Those are protectors, right? Those are ancestors or spirit guides. Or one could be an ancestor and one could be a spirit guide, or one could be an ancestor and one could be an archangel, or one could be an archangel and a spirit guide, right? Yeah, one could be Archangel Michael at your right side, and the other one could be a spirit guide at your left side, right? They're all around you and they're protecting you, so you're safe. But you gotta watch these people, or this person. I take it that it's one person, that this person works alone. Every Libra, to me, for me. I don't see any other Libra cards, but for me, it feels heavy on this Libra card. It's just, when I looked at this Libra card, it's just this justice. Something just said Libra to me. So my spirit is telling me that this person is a Libra. But this person could be any sign and could have Libra somewhere highly aspected in their chart, right? This is somebody, let's see if we can find out let's see, Spirit, show us the characteristics. Show us the characteristics of this person. So we'll find out the characteristics of the person. So once we find out the characteristics of the person, then I can tell you the characteristics of the person, and then tell you something that the person do, and then you'll know, yeah, that's that motherfucker. You'll know who it is. All right, Spirit, show us what's a characteristic, a main characteristic of this person. Revealing secrets, spilling the beans, cat out of the bag, untrustworthy. Is at the bottom of the deck. That's what's at the bottom of the deck. So this person is somebody who have came to you and talked to you about other people's secrets. That's how you know that they're a person who tells secrets. Or they told your secret to somebody else, and they got back to you that this person told somebody else your business. So that's how you'll know that who this person is. This is the person that's been working magic on you. Yep. Every time I do a reading for you, Virgo, Libra, Gemini, I always get the Magician popping out with other cards like the Devil and spiritual work. A lot of people doing spiritual work on you. But this card, this case is just one person. Like in Leo reading, Leo has a lot of people working on it. All right, Spirit, show us, give us one card, Spirit. Okay, Spirits gave us about 3. So let's see. All right, runner, escaping, kinky ways, fetish, fantasy and fetishes, laughter, wholeness. Okay, so this is somebody who smiles a lot, somebody who's always smiling and, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, they always showing their motherfucking teeth, right? This is somebody who can't be motherfucking trusted, right? They can't be trusted, because they fake like they cool with you. Somebody who's got bad sexual habits. This is somebody you could have probably went out with and partied with, and you notice that this person is a whore. If you're a female and you got a female friend and you went out with this person, you know she a hoe. She a hoe. She like to sleep around a lot of different people. It could be a dude. It could be a dude, but I don't take it as a dude. The reason why is because the justice, even though it could be a man, it looked like a female in the card. It should look like a female on it, right? But it could be a man. But it's a female on this card, this Kinky Ways card. This is a female on this card. Female on that card. So this could be a female, but it could be a male and female energy or whatever. Quick getaway, run, escaping. This is a person that try to escape their troubles, right? It could be somebody who drink a lot, right? It could be drink a lot. You got cups here. Right, you got cups here, a lot of different cups, right? A lot of drinking. This could be somebody who's either in your family or a friend a frenemy, or a family member, or somebody you work with, or somebody in your neighborhood. You could live next door to this person. You could live next to this person. This Four of Wands is here, right? So this person could be in your neighborhood, could live in your neighborhood. But this is somebody that you really gotta watch, and you gotta be careful with this person, because this person will try to hurt you, but the way they try to hurt you with spiritual work is not working. But you gotta be careful, because you can send them to the store to get something for you, some food or something like that, and they fuck you up with the food. So don't send nobody to get no food for you at not somebody, if they not your kids, or somebody in your home or something like that. Don't send nobody to the store to get no food for you, because they're gonna feed you some shit. That's just what I get. Yeah, I get that. So that's what we got for you, Virgo. Virgo, if the reading resonates, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, you already know, don't take it with you. And thank you for being here. If you subscribed, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, then hit the subscribe button. And stay tuned, because it's going to be more of these readings coming. A lot of more readings coming. So just stay tuned. And if you want a personal reading, then hit me up. My email is in the description and on my page. Alright, so that's what we got for you, Virgo. You have a great day, and I appreciate you once again for being here. Thank you very much. Peace. Libra, what's up, Libra? Libra, we're going to get it in, right? Libra, you already know if the reading don't resonate, then don't hit the like button. If the reading resonate, hit the like. If you subscribed already, I appreciate you for being here. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button, man. Subscribe to the channel. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to find out who your enemies are, who's right in your face. Most of the time, it's always the ones right in your face that's your enemy. So it could be family, friends, it could be co-workers, it could be anybody, neighbors. So we're going to find out what's going on. So you already know I do personal readings. So if you want to get a personal read to find out what's going on in your personal life, or either go more in depth with this reading, just hit me up. My email is in the description. It's in the description, and it's on my channel. So let's go. All right. So Libra, we're gonna clear the energy, Libra. We're gonna clear the energy. All right. Spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, lords, orishas, ancestors, spirits of our highest and greatest good. Give us a clear, accurate message. Libra, show us, Spirit, show us who are the enemies around Libra. It could be one, or it could be more than one. Spirit, show us what we need to see for Libra, so that we can reveal who these enemies are. Thank you, spirits. All right, Libra. All right, so let's see what we got. Spirit, show us the sign of the person who's an enemy around Libra. Could be a Sagittarius, Libra. Could be a Sagittarius. You got tempers at the bottom of the deck. All right, let's go. Spirit, show us more, spirits. Show us who this enemy is. Okay. Thank you, spirits. All right, so you got the Knight of Swords, and you got the Hermit. The Hermit was in reverse, but I'm going to take it anyway. I'm going to take it and I'm going to turn it upright, because I'm not reading reversals with this type of reading. So you got the Hermit. Got the Hermit, Libra. The Hermit. You got the Four of Pentacles. You got the Knight of Swords. And you have the Four of Swords. Alright. So we got Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So far, spirits, give us more. Spirits, show us what's going on with this person. Who is this person? Alright. You got the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups here. Seven of Swords. You got the Ten of Swords. Whoever they is, they're a sneaky motherfucker. Alright. Show us more spirits. Give us 3 more spirits. Alright, you got a Page of Swords. This is a person who constantly spy on you. Alright, Spirit, just 2 more. Just 2 more, Spirit. Thank you, Spirits. Alright, you got the Moon. Yeah, they're sneaky, boy. They be trying to hide everything from you. You got the 6 of Pentacles. Alright, so what we got here? Alright. So what I'm seeing is this is somebody who's around you. They're always hasty. This person is always hasty. Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. This person is always hasty. Not only are they always hasty, they think they slick because they watch you a lot. They watch you. You could sometimes be, if you let's say for instance this person is standing over here and you looking at something, and if you turn around real fast, you can catch them looking at you out the corner of their eyes. They that type of person. That's what that Page of Swords do. That Page of Swords is a motherfucker who always constantly watching you, and they be watching you, and they be watching you with the evil eye. Yeah. They want to burden you. Sneaky. Could be somebody who stole something from you and you don't realize that it's gone. Somebody who been in your house. Somebody who been in your house. Somebody who might have slept over to your house, maybe. Got the 4 of Swords here, right? If they haven't slept over to your house, this could be somebody you need to really pay attention to, because Knight of Swords represent movement. It could have been in your car. This person could have a dog or 2 dogs. This is also somebody too who like to use people. They like to use people, and they so sneaky though. They won't let you know that, but you could just pay attention to them, how they talk when they talk about other people. This is somebody who's very like sad. They're a sad type of person, because they don't have anything going on in their life. They sad. They're jealous of you. They're jealous of you. They see that you blessed, that people are always helping you. They see that people are always helping you, and they don't get that from people. So this person is somebody who's very stingy. They hold on to everything that they get their hands on, and they won't give you anything. So if this is somebody you know, it could be a family, friend, somebody close to you, neighbor, or somebody, and you've always given them, but they never give you anything. That's who it is. So you got Virgo, you got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, you got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and you got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? This person is somebody who's a crab. They're a crab. They real tight with money. They tight with everything they get their hands on, because they just a shiesty person. They don't like to see nobody else with more than them. Jealous-hearted type of person. This person looks at your gifts. And this person knows you have gifts, right? You could be somebody who's very knowledgeable, very wise, and you always talking to them about something very wise, giving them knowledge and information, giving them wisdom. Well, not wisdom, because wisdom is knowledge applied. So a person can have knowledge all day long, but if they don't use it, it's not wisdom, right? So you got to use the knowledge in order to have wisdom. But this is somebody you could always give knowledge to, and this person, they don't like the fact that they look at you as a know-it-all. They look at you as a know-it-all. If you look at how this page of swords is standing, he's standing there with his sword like this, and he's looking like you think you know everything. You think you know everything, like that, right? Just look at the card, right? This is somebody who's like I said before, envious type of person. You know, jealousy leads to envy. This person always being hasty. They make a lot of bad choices and bad decisions. Yeah, they make a lot of bad choices and bad decisions. So this is somebody who's close to you. You could work with this person. This could be somebody you work with, which I don't get any cards of work here. Right? I don't get any cards of work here. I get more of a friend type of friend, a person who's alleged friend, not a real friend, but they're an alleged friend. So it makes them a friend of me, right? This person could like the color red. This person could like the color red. They could like the color red. They could either have a red car or something red that they love, that they always with. They always have it all the time. Red. It could be a red cup. It could be anything red, right? This person loves red. This person also too lives in a community where there are a lot of like two-story houses, right? Two-story houses. Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to see you burdened, but somebody's always giving and helping you, so you're not going to be burdened. The Hermit represents knowledge, wisdom, and respect. Yeah, you know how to take breaks from this person. This is somebody that you take breaks from, because you probably had already felt like this person is the enemy, or you felt like this person is real shady around you. You could have had some type of, intuition download about the person, and you could have been like, man, there's something about this motherfucker. I just don't like this. Well, not like I don't like them, but because you think they're cool with you, but it's like it's something, but I just can't put my hand on it. Like they don't tell me everything, or they, how it can be with friends when you got people around you think they're friends and they're keeping things from you. This could be that type of person, because this person, like I said, is very sneaky. So they don't tell you really nothing, and you be trying to figure them out. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna see what this person's character is, right? So Spirit, show us the character of this person, which we know the character, but we're gonna get a little more on something that happened in this person's life, or something you see this person doing, so that you'll know exactly who it is. All right, spirits. All right. Sipping. Nosy, spreading rumors, gossiping. So this is somebody who gossips a lot, right? So they could be gossiping to you about other people. That's who this person is. This person is an enemy of yours. All right, spirits, show us more, spirits. Show us more about this person. Spirit, show us more about this person, Spirit. All right, thank you, Spirit. All right. Sexually open, kinky ways. So this person could be somebody who talks about sex all the time. They're always talking about sex. That's how you'll know who this person is. They always, when they're around you, they're talking about sex, but they just talk about sex all the time anyway. So that's who the person is. So what you need to do is be very careful, because the Knight of Swords is somebody who can be very dangerous, right? You see, the Knight of Swords has his sword already up, and he's charging into war, into battle, and he's dangerous, because hasty people and sneaky people can be very dangerous, and especially with the moon right here hidden. So there are things about this person that's hidden from you that you don't know about this person. So you need to be very cautious about this person. And this Page of Swords is also dangerous too. He already got his sword up in the air. He's ready to cut something. So the Page of Swords has got his sword in the air, and the Knight of Swords got his sword in the air. So this is somebody that you need to be very careful of because they're dangerous and they're sneaky. By them being sneaky, it's what makes them even more dangerous because they'll make you think they're going one way or they're doing something and they be doing something totally different behind your back. You got the moon here. This is something that you can't see about this person. So you need to watch this person and you need to really be careful. You need to distance yourself from this person. All right, Libra, that's what we got for you. If the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, then you already know. Don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for being here once again. And if you're not, then hit the subscribe button and hey, hit the like button. And if you need a personal reading, just hit me up. It's in the description, and it's on my page. All right, y'all have a great day, and be careful, Libra. Be very careful of this person. All right, peace. Scorpio, what's good, Scorpio? Scorpio, we're gonna get it in. We're gonna find out what's going on. Scorpio, we're gonna see what's going on with these enemies around you. We need to find out what they're up to because when you got enemies around you, they could be right in your face and you don't even know it because you're too busy thinking they're your friend. So you got to watch people. It could be a family member, it could be a co-worker, it could be anybody. But we're gonna see what they're up to. If the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, you already know. Don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for being here. I appreciate you subscribing. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, and if you need a personal reading, then hit me up. The link is the email is in the description, and the email is on my home page in the bio. All right, let's go. All right, so we're gonna clear the energy, Scorpio. We're gonna clear the energy. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what we got. Spirit guides, ancestors, archangels of our greatest good, spirits, lords, orishas, ancestor spirits of our highest and greatest good, lords of our highest and greatest good. Give us a clear, accurate message for Scorpio. Show us what we need to see for Scorpio to show Scorpio who are the enemies around them. Help me channel these messages for Scorpio. All right, thank you, spirits. Spirits, thank you. All right, Scorpio, we're going to find out who he is, what they got going on. All right, let's see. Spirit guides, ancestors, spirits of our highest and greatest good. What is the sign of the person that's an enemy or the people that's enemies around Scorpio? If it's one person, show us. If it's more, then show us. Could be a water sign. You got water on the bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups. All right, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, spirits. Could be an Aquarius. First card out. All right, spirits. Show us more, spirits. All right, could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right, spirits. Show us more. Could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Heavy air. Heavy air, boy. Show us more, spirits. More swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Alright, damn. That's crazy. Scorpio, what you done did to an air sign? You ain't had to do nothing to them, though. Motherfuckers just hate you for no reason. You ain't got to do nothing to them for them to hate you. Alright. Another sword. Damn, Scorpio. You got the Page of Swords, you got the Two of Swords, you got the Knight of Swords, you got the Three of Swords, and you got the Star card. So a lot of swords. Alright, Spirit, show us more. The Lovers could be a Gemini. Now, I said an air sign, right? I said an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, right? And the actual Gemini card came out, right? The actual Aquarius card came out, right? So, we're gonna see. So this person could be a Gemini. High Priestess. You got Pisces here. Alright, Spirit, show us more. Damn, another Pisces card. Strong Pisces too. Strong air, strong Pisces. You got the Hangman. You got the Hangman and the High Priestess. Pisces. So you got more than one enemy, Scorpio. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You got the Nine of Wands. Show us more, Spirit. Spirit, show us more for Scorpio. One more. Give us one more, Spirit. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Another water sign. So, you got 3 water cards, right? You got Pisces here, heavy. 2 Pisces cards and the Queen of Cups, right? You got 4 sword cards and Aquarius and then Gemini, right? So that's 1, 2, 3. It's 3 enemies. 3 people. All right. These enemies, they let me see something. This could be somebody who lives in an area where there's a lot of hills at, right? They could live like, could be somewhere California or somewhere like that where it's mountains. You got mountains here in the background. You got mountains here in the background. So one of them could live somewhere where there's mountains at. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm seeing is one of them came from a heartbreak. Somebody from the past that you were in a relationship with. You was in a relationship with this person. You could have been married to the person, right? Could have been married to the person. And the reason why I say that is because the Hierophant represents the marriage card. But what a lot of people don't realize is that a high priest or a high priestess can marry somebody, right? You got the 3 of Swords right under the high priestess card, right? So this is somebody you could have been married to, because you have the Lovers here. Somebody you was in a relationship with and possibly married to, or it could have been an engagement, right? One of the people. The other person could be somebody that's a family member. Somebody that's a family member. That's what I get, because I'm looking at the Queen of Cups is a motherly figure, right? Is a motherly figure. It could have been your mom, right? It could be your mom. It could be your grandmother. It could be your auntie. It could be some woman that's a family member. Also, too, the next person, which is the Gemini. Well, that's who I said you could have been in a relationship with. So this Aquarius person could be somebody who, let's see, these two cards. The Aquarius could be somebody who, as you got Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius. But they don't necessarily have to be a Gemini, a Pisces, or an Aquarius. They could have those placements anywhere in the chart. I want to make that clear too, because sometimes some people get confused, and when you say the actual sign, they be thinking that they're looking for the sun sign to be that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. Anytime we pull the cards and we say a sign, that means it could be any placement anywhere in the chart, whichever is highly aspected, which means the most strongest points of their chart, right? The most strongest sign of their chart. This person could be somebody who you was indecisive about, because the Two of Swords is a card of indecision and needing to make a choice, right? Indecision and needing to make a choice. This could be somebody you was indecisive about, right? And you made some hasty moves, because you got the Knight of Swords moving fast, hasty, right? Because the star card, he's pouring the water out on the earth, right? To nurture the earth, right? So he's pouring the water out. He's pouring the water out, right? And him pouring the water out on the earth shows abundance, shows love, shows, because he's nurturing everything. You got the birds around him, got the stars around him, right? This is different from this Knight of Swords, who's ready for war. If you look at the cards are like night and day, right? The cards are like night and day if you look at them. One is showing anger and one is showing nurturing, peace, love, right? That's why they say the star is the wish fulfillment, because everybody wish to to have love, peace, and happiness in their lives, right? So this was somebody that you made a hasty decision with. You made a hasty decision in whatever decision you made with that person, and y'all fell out. Y'all had an argument. And the reason why I'm saying it's an argument, because the Nine of Wands represents struggles and hardships and arguments and fights. And because if you look at him right on the card, if you look at the card, he looked like he's been fighting, right? He's bandaged up. He got a bandage around his head that's been bleeding, right? He holding the wand. He been at war. He been fighting. He been burdened, right? He been went through a lot. So this could be somebody that you had an argument, a fight with. You had an argument, a fight with this person, and you made a hasty decision with that person, and whatever decision you made, and caused you and that person to fall out, right? Yeah, and that Gemini is somebody you could have been married to, and this Pisces a water sign, right? Or they could have Gemini anywhere in the chart. They could have Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, anywhere in the chart. But it's more Pisces here, right? Got 3 cups. We got 3 cards here. 2 right here representing Pisces, and then the Queen of Cups, right? Could be taken as Pisces, true, right? This could be somebody maybe you work with, right? Which we don't have any cards of work out here, right? But this could be somebody you work with, and I'm getting that from my spirit is just telling me that, right? And the reason why I say work could be somebody you work with, because something just, I don't know, something just feel like that one could be a work issue. I don't know. It's just something I'm feeling in the cards. But I'm going to get one more card. I'm going to get one more card for that, right? Spirits, show us, is this Pisces? I'm going to ask a question, and if the card is in the upright, that means yes. If the card is in the reverse, that means no. Spirit, Is this Pisces enemy somebody that worked with Scorpio? It's in the upright position. King of Cups. Got another cup here, so that means yes. That means yes, and that's what I was feeling. I was feeling that this is somebody you work with. You work with, and they got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups out here, right? King of Cups, Queen of Cups. So whoever the Queen of Cups is that is one of your enemies, they got they partner, which may be which is the husband, because King and Queen of Cups is husband and wife. The husband don't like you either. But I wouldn't either if I was married to somebody and my wife don't like you. I don't like your ass either. But that's how I'm supposed to go. You know, right? So, yeah, that's a work issue. This person, let's get some more. Let's get some indicators of the characteristics. Where it's 3. So, all right, spirits, show us the characteristics of these 3 people. Give us 1 card for each, spirits. One of them is somebody who love bombed you. Love bombing, right? The lovers right here. Whoever you was in a relationship with, right? Whoever you were in a relationship with. Spirit, show us more. Show us legal, court paperwork filed. So this could be somebody who filed you went through some legal issues with, so you already know that this person is an enemy. Because they filed some paperwork. It says court paperwork filed, legal, right? That could have been the divorce, all right? Or it could be something on the job. All right, switch. Show us the next 2. Give us 1 for the next person. All right, Spirit, show us some more. All right, red flagged. All right, thank you, Spirits. Red flag, warning signs, take heed, risky situation, right? I'm just looking at the red in that card, and I'm looking at the red in this Knight of Swords. Whoever this person is, this person is somebody who you already kind of felt like would end up being an enemy for whatever reason. It's red flags. Red flags is sometimes we miss red flags, right? But if you're riding down the street and the red light come on, you know it's red light. You barely seldom run a red light unless you're just a person who just don't pay attention to anything, right? Red is a color that attracts really fast. So this person could be somebody who liked the color red too. I said that in another reading, but red is something that is very very hot and prevalent in these cards, right? You got the fire sign here with red in it. You got Hangman got red in it. Knight of Swords got red in it, right? The Page of Swords got red in it. You got the 3 of Swords with red, and then you got red flag, and then you got the Lovers got the red in it too. A lot of reds in these cards, right? So this person could like red, the color red. Revealing secrets, cat out of the bag, untrustworthy, spilling the beans. This could be somebody that you know that you've told some things to, and they spilled the beans. They told your secrets. Whatever secret you told them, they told your secret to somebody. So that's for 3 different people. So one of them is somebody who filed paperwork on you, or you filed paperwork on them. Some court case stuff, which I believe is the lovers and the heartbreak. I believe that it was marriage, like I said, and the other one is somebody who, which could be the Pisces, right, or the water sign, and revealing the secrets. Actually, it could be any one of these. Could be any one of these people. Right? You got to take it as it resonates because I'm just pulling the cards and I'm just reading the cards based on what Spirit is showing me with the design and with the symbolism in the cards, right? So that's what we have for you, Scorpio. So if the reading resonate, then hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, you already know. Don't take it with you. Just be cautious and be careful of the people that you're dealing with around you because you got 3 people that's your enemies that will hurt you if you're not careful. So keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, and don't be naive to anything because it's all clear in the cards. All right, so Scorpio, that's what we got. And hit the like button if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, then you already know. Then don't take it with you. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing and being here. If you're not a subscriber, then hit the subscribe button. And if you need a personal reading, then hit my inbox. Because my inbox, my email is in the description and is also on the page description too as well. So thank you very much for being here and you all have a great day and peace. Sagittarius, what's up Sagittarius? What's good Sag? Alright, so Sag, we're going to find out who your enemies are. They could be on your face, they could be family and friends, co-workers, it could be anybody, right? So we're going to clear the energy first. Alright, Sage. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you being here. If you're not subscribed, then hit the subscribe button. It'll be more videos coming. Also, too, if you need a personal read, then hit my inbox, man. I do personal readings. My email is in the description and is on the page. If you go to my home page, you'll see the email in the description. The bio there too. All right, so let's get started. All right, you already know if the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you. All right, spirit guides, ancestors, our highest and greatest good. Show us what we need to see. Who are the enemies around Sag? Who are the enemies around Sagittarius? All right. Pulling out people who close to you. All right, spirit guides, ancestral spirits of our highest and greatest good. Show us what's the sign of the person who's an enemy of Sagittarius. Could be an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You got swords, 7 swords at the bottom of the deck. Whoever this person is, they're very sneaky. All right, spirits. Whoa. Got the moon. It could be a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The moon represents Pisces. All right. The moon represents Pisces. All right. Queen of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. Let's get more. Spirit, show us more, Spirit. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be many. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 8 of Pentacles. All right, King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, show us more, Spirit. All right, you got the 10 of Swords. Got Ace of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Show us more, Spirit. Give us 4 more. Give us 4 more, Spirit. Spirits gave us 4. Exactly 4, too. Spirits gave us exactly 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, you got the 10 of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Alright. Justice, Libra. Alright, you got the 8 of Swords. And then you got the Knight of Cups. Alright, so heavy water and heavy water, heavy air. Because you got the Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords. Swords is air signs. You got the Pentacles. You got the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So Aries, Leo, Gemini. Aries, Libra, Gemini. Then you got the Libra card here. So one of them is most definitely a Libra. Yeah, and then you got water, right? Ace of Cups and the Moon, Pisces. Knight of Cups, right? So 3 cards indicating water, 3 cards indicating air, 4 cards indicating air, 2 cards indicating Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, so you got 3 different enemies, Sagittarius. One of them is a water sign, one of them is a earth sign, and one of them is an air sign. Libra came out. You got Libra here. It could be a Libra or it could be you got Libra because Queen of Swords represents Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But the Libra card came out. So it's most definitely a Libra. Or they have Libra somewhere in the chart. And this is what I tell people is that when you hear the sign that comes out, it doesn't necessarily mean it's their sun sign. It could be their rising sign or what we call the ascendant sign, or it could be the moon sign, or it could be in any placement anywhere in the chart, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be the sun sign. It just means that they have placement in the chart, right? But most of the time, it's most definitely. Well, I ain't gonna say most definitely, but most of the time is the sun sign. But it just depends on the surrounding cards. That's why I won't say that, but it depends on the surrounding cards. Like prime example, we showed the air. I said air, and then 3 air cards, and then Justice came out, which is Libra, right? Which points directly to Libra, sun sign, right? Okay, so what I'm seeing is. This could have been an issue, a love-related issue, right? For one of them. One of them could have been a love-related issue. You got an Ace of Cups here, and then you got a Knight of Cups. So it could have been a love-related issue. You could have been in a relationship with one of these people. Somebody you work with. And the other one could be somebody you work with. The Libra could be somebody you work with. Got the 8 of Pentacles here. All right. And so the water sign, the Libra could be somebody you were in a relationship with. The Libra could be somebody you were in a relationship with. The water sign could be somebody you work with. And so we got water. And the earth sign could be somebody who's a part of your family. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the 10 of Pentacles is a family card. Or it could be somebody you were married to or you have kids with. Right? So this is the signs of the people who are your enemies. I'm seeing that you were betrayed by one of these people, right? You were betrayed by one of these people, really bad. You got a 10 of Swords here. You stabbed in the back and betrayed, or you could have been betrayed by 2 of them, or all 3, right? You were stuck for a while. You were stuck in a situation that you couldn't get out of. Possibly it was hard for you to get out of the situation. And I'm seeing that was the love situation, right? That was the love situation, right? Or it could be work. Could have been work too. Could be work. It could be you stuck in a relationship, or you stuck in a job that you had a hard time getting away from, or either you're facing that now, right? The job situation, maybe this person made it hard for you. lied on you, did everything they could to get you fired, but they didn't want to get rid of you. The boss didn't want to get rid of you, so you ended up staying a little longer. But it was a hard time being there because this person tried to do everything they could to try to make you miserable on the job. Betrayal, a lot of betrayal, so you felt stuck. Or you were in a relationship, you had a child from somebody, and you've been stuck with that person because that person betrayed you, and you ended up being stuck with that person because you loved the person and you thought they was gonna change, and the person didn't change, and all of that, and y'all ended up being enemies. It happens a lot that you get in a relationship with somebody and you end up y'all be enemies. Happens a lot with baby daddies and baby mamas too. So you know, yeah, because you end up being a part of that person's family, and that person be a part of your family, and y'all fall out for whatever reason it could be. You end up having a child from the person, and the person's parents didn't like you, or you didn't like the person's parents, or you didn't, whatever, right? So it ended up being a bad situation that you were stuck in. So one is work, one is love. Um, yeah, so these people are enemies to you now. So you need to know that these are people that you can never open your heart to again and have any type of real dealings with. Even if it's a job, you have to, even if you're still stuck on that job now, you need to get away from that job and find you something else to do. Find you another job, because it's going to continue to be miserable for you. It's a lot of hidden things, a lot of secret things that's going on behind the scenes, or something secret things that went on behind the scenes that you couldn't see. But the truth is going to come out. The truth is going to be revealed. Queen of Swords is a card of truth, right? A lot of jealousy and envy, because you're a person that's a dynamic person, right? The King of Wands, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female. That's just the energy that you embody. King of Wands is somebody who's very dynamic, somebody who's very outgoing, like to look good, like to be seen, like attention, because they dress well, they dress nice. Not necessarily like a lot of attention, but they stand out, right? King of Wands stand out, right? It's the difference, and so you could have been in a relationship with an air sign, because if you look at it, you got the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords is holding up her sword, and she is calling the King of Wands over. If you look at the King of Wands, he's facing the Queen of Swords. The King of Wands is facing the Queen of Swords, and she got her hand up saying, "Okay, we could talk, but she got the sword up too." So you could have been in a relationship with an air sign, and the air sign is being cautious about dealing with you, because the air sign know that y'all don't see eye to eye and y'all enemies. Yeah, yeah, cards, because she holding her sword up. She holding her sword up, and she doing like this, and the King of Swords is sitting there with the rod, looking at her, and she looking at him. Yeah, so it could have been an air sign you was in a relationship with, and work could have got between both of you, right? Work could have came between y'all relationship, right? Maybe the person didn't like what you did, or you didn't like what the person did, or whatever. But the work card, the Eight of Pentacles, is right in the middle of those two, right? Right in the middle of the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Wands. The work card sits in the middle. So that's what could have possibly came between you all in the relationship, right? And that could have been somebody you had a baby with, or either you had a baby with an earth sign or a water sign, one or the other. Doesn't matter. It's just the cards. Just if it, whatever resonate, to take what resonate and whatever don't resonate, or flip the roles how they go, as they say, right? But we're gonna get a few other cards, and we're gonna find out. Spirit, show us I just shuffled the cards and I cut them. So Spirit, show us more about this person's, about these two people. You got a water sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and a air sign. So you got three different people. Spirit, show us the characteristics of the water sign, or any one of them. When I say whatever the characteristics of that person are, what they did or do, or something that they do a lot or whatever around you, you'll know exactly who that person is. Right? You've seen them do it, or all right, let's see. Spirit, show us. All right. Man, let me tell you something, man. These cards, my spirits, boy, they be on point. You hear me? Because I said the Ten of Pentacles, you could have had a baby from this person, or you have a blended family with this person, and the pregnancy card popped out, knocked up. Pregnancy, expected mothering, knocked up. And I said, you could have had a baby from this person. Man, let me tell you something, boy. My spirits be on point. You hear me? I thank God, boy. My spirits be on point. All right. So somebody you have a baby with. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us these other two people. Show us the other two spirits. Show us the other two people, spirits. Show us the other two spirits. All right. One of them could be somebody who's in the streets. It says laundering, stealing, illegal, dirty money. So this is somebody who in the streets. One of them. That could be the water sign, or it could be any one of them. All right, Spirit, show us, give us the next one. Give us the last one, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Well, that's two cards, so I guess Spirit intended for it to come out like that. Detective, snooping, digging for dirt, accusations, TikTok, deadline, procrastinating, too busy, right? So maybe this third person is somebody who always procrastinated, right? And always acted like they was always busy because they was snooping around trying to find out stuff on you, right? So that's how you'll know who this person is, because this person is somebody who always told you, oh, I'm busy right now, I got something going on or whatever. That person was digging around trying to find dirt on you. So that's what we got, Sag. That's the three people. That's your enemies, Sag. You need to be careful around these people, because one thing that I do know is that this Queen of Swords don't play. Queen of Swords will cut your ass wide open. But the Queen of Swords is a fair person, but you've already been betrayed, and you don't know which one of these people will betray you again. So you need to be careful, because you could end up losing a lot of money. You could end up losing your child, or you could end up losing your kids, or you could end up losing something very valuable to you, just based on those things. All right, so Sag, that's what we got for you. If the reading resonates, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, then you already know, leave it for somebody else. If you're a subscriber, then thank you for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, then please subscribe, and hit me up for a personal reading if you need one. The info is in the bio and in the description. All right, have a great day, and peace. Capricorn, what's good, Capricorn? What's good, Cap? Yo, we gonna find out who your enemies are, who the people around you that's your enemies, man. Whether they're your family, your friends, your neighbors, somebody you work with, somebody you associate with. Doesn't matter who they are, but it does matter who they are, but it doesn't matter in what environment they're in. Okay, so if the reading resonates, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, then you already know, don't take it for somebody else. And thank you for subscribe. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here. And if you're not subscribed, then hit the subscribe button. And if you need a personal read, my email is in the description and is also in the bio on my page. Thank you very much. Let's go. All right, so Cap, we're gonna clean the energy. Clear the energy, Capricorn. All right, so spirit guides, ancestors, of my highest and greatest good. Lord of my highest and greatest good. Orishas, give us clear, accurate messages of who is Capricorn's enemies. You need the messages to give Capricorn about who their enemies are, whether it's somebody close to them or somebody they know. Alright, thank you, spirits. Alright, spirit guides, ancestors, spirits, archangels, show us who is the sign, what is the sign of the person who is Capricorn's enemy, whether it's one or two or more. Leo. You got Leo, that's the enemy, Capricorn. Alright, spirits, show us more. Alright, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Sagittarius. Alright, you got the Seven of Pentacles. You got the Seven of Pentacles in the Chariot. Seven of Pentacles in the Chariot, right? Seven of Pentacles in the Chariot. You got the Nine of Swords in the World. Nine of Swords in the World, right? And then you have Temperance, right? Whatever they did to you, you've been stressed out about it, but Archangel Michael has been protecting you. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Spirits, give us 5 more, spirits. Give us 5 more. Show us who this person is. I'm going to take it. I don't like how it fell out though, but I'm going to take it. Spirits, give us 4 more, spirits. That Leo card came back out again. Most definitely a Leo. Yep. And you got the 8 of Cups. This could be somebody you walked away from and you end up going back to. Walking away, moving forward. Chariot. Right? The Empress. Alright, spirits. Okay. You got the Seven of Swords and you got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Seven of Swords. Alright. So it's a Leo, most definitely a Leo. I take it that this is somebody, I'm only seeing one, Leo, right? I take it that this is somebody that you put a lot of trust and faith in, and they let you down. They brought you a lot of burdens. Had you stuck, right? And stressed out. Had you stressed out, stuck, and brought you a lot of burdens. This is somebody you could have walked away from. I said that in the beginning, that you could have walked away from this person, but came back because you feel like you invested too much in the person to walk away from the person. You feel like it was too much of an investment for you, so you turned around and came back. So this could have been a relationship. If it wasn't a relationship, you have Cancer, you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you have Aquarius. You got the World card here because you got the World card here. So the World card has Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo, right? Then you have the Nine of Swords, which is air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. 8 of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Temperance, Sagittarius. Then you got the Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? But the Leo card came out, and so I don't see any other repeating cards except for the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. The 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, which could be air signs, right? I don't see any other. Well, we got the cups here with the chariot, which is Cancer, right? So that's 2 cups cards, 2 sword cards, right? And then the Leo came out twice, right? There's no other pentacles. But then you got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the 10 of Wands. But then you got the Sagittarius card here. So, it's either 1 or it's 3. Because water, 2 water cards, 2 fire cards, and then the Leo came out twice, right? So, it could be 3, but I say it's 1. One, which is the Leo, that's been a real burden to you, a real pain, right? But you know how when we play spades, we say how many books you got? Man, I got 4 and a possible. I got 5 and a possible. So I see 1 and 2 possibles. You know what I'm saying? I see 1 and 2 possibles, right? So yeah, it's a possibility that these other 2, that it could be 2 other ones, but this Leo is somebody who's around you, constantly around you all the time. And this is somebody you see a lot, or you deal with them a lot. Yeah, this person is somebody that you have to be careful with, because they'll cause you to be stuck in a karmic cycle. They'll cause you to be stuck in a karmic cycle. This Leo is a bad influence, right? Leo is a bad influence. That's probably why they had you stressed out. 2, you could end up losing money dealing with this Leo. Whoever this Leo is, you could have lost money dealing with the Leo. Yeah, and it ain't no real love there. Ain't no cups out here like that. You just got the 8 of Cups walking away, but you don't have no King of Cups, no Queen of Cups, no Page of Cups, or nothing like that, or no Ace of Cups or nothing. So it ain't no real love there. It's more of a relationship that was friendship, or supposed to be friendship or relationship or whatever. That's more about trying to get money, generate money. Either you trying to get money, you think they can help you make money, or they trying to use you to get money, or whatever, right? Whatever the case may be, right? But they could have cost you to lose money. They could have cost you to lose money. So whoever this person is, Capricorn, you know who they are. You have to be wary of this person, because you'll stay stuck, the 8 of Swords here, in a karmic cycle. And if you stay stuck in a karmic cycle, you won't be able to move forward with Chariot, right? And you're going to lose a lot of money. Because you failed to walk away from this person. So either you walked away, or you need to walk away, because you could still be around this person. You could have, like I said, you could have walked away from the person and came back, but you need to walk away again. All right, so Spirit, show us the characteristics of this person, so that Capricorn will know exactly who this person is. Spirits, give us some cards to show us what this person do. This card's going to tell us what this person do when they're around you or whatever, and you're gonna know exactly who this person is just based on what they do. Single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship, on the hunt, cuffing season. So that's at the bottom of the deck. So whoever this person is somebody who's single. This could be somebody you maybe went out with, or you go out with, or you hang out with, and they single. And this person is somebody who's, all right, masculine pride, toxic masculinity, Maskimo, or whatever. This could be somebody who's got a lot of pride, somebody who's very prideful. I just said they were single, somebody single and that's got a lot of pride, and they think everybody want them, right? They think everybody want them. They got a lot of ego. Give us one more, Spirit. Spirit gave us 2. Karmic. This could be somebody who, if you was in a relationship with this person, and it could be same-sex relationship. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. Third party. They had you in the third party, or they have you in the third party. Or it's somebody who's single and hang around you, and they tell you about their relationship with other people, and you know that they in a relationship with somebody, and then they got somebody else too. So you know that this person is somebody in a third party, right? And then you got ghosted, cowardice, disappearing act. This came out for somebody else with the 8 of Cups right there. So if it's somebody you've been in a relationship, this could be somebody you ghosted or they ghosted you, right? So that's what we got for you, Capricorn. That's how you'll know who the person is. The reading resonate, you already know, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, don't take it with you. Every reading is not for everybody. And once again, if you're a subscriber, thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And hit me up for a personal read if you need one. Email in the description and on the homepage. Thank you very much, Cap. Be careful of this person. I tell everybody, I told everybody, you gotta be careful of enemies, man, because they be smiling in your face like they cool with you, and they hate your guts, boy. And they be doing everything they can to fuck you up, and it will hurt you. So be careful. All right, Cap, that's what we got. All right, y'all have a great day, and peace. Aquarius, what's good? Aqua, what's good, man? What's good? All right. So what we're gonna do, Aquarius, we're gonna find out who are the enemies around you. It could be family, friends, somebody close to you, somebody who live next door, somebody who go to school with you, somebody who work with you. It could be anybody, but it's somebody who's close to you that you always are around, right? You're always around this person. All right. So what we're gonna do, Aqua, we're gonna clear the energy. Energy, and we're gonna find out who is this person or who are these people. All right, spirit guides, ancestors, spirits, archangels, ancestors of my highest and greatest good, archangels, orishas, loas of our highest and greatest good, spirit guides. Thank you. Give us the messages, clear messages for Aquarius, so Aquarius will know who their enemies are. All right. Help us channel a clear message for the Holy Spirit. All right, Aqua, we're going to see what we got first. If the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, you already know, don't take it with you. And if you subscribed already, thank you for being here. I appreciate you for being here. And if you haven't subscribed, then hit the subscribe button. And also, too, if you need a personal reading, the link is in, not the link, but the email is in the description, and the email is on my homepage. So hit me up if you need a personal reading, you want to go in depth as to what's going on in your life. All right, let's see what we got. Spirit guides, ancestors, spirits of our highest and greatest good. What is the sign of the person or one of the people who is an enemy of Aquarius? Could be a Leo. You got the sun at the bottom of the deck. Could be a Leo. All right. Spirit shores. You got 6 of Swords. You got the Emperor. Taurus. No, Aries. I don't know why I said Taurus. I'm thinking Taurus. I don't know why. Alright, Spirit, show us more. So you got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini with swords. You got the Emperor, Aries. You got Sagittarius, Libra, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Ace of Wands. You got the 4 of Swords, Air again. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Alright, Spirits, give us one more. Spirits gave us 3. I'm going to take it. Alright. You got the 8 of Cups. Eight of Cups keep coming out for people, boy. You got the Two of Wands. You got the Page of Cups. Alright. So you got Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, got Ten of Cups, and you got the Fool, Aquarius. Alright. So you got cups here, right? Eight of Cups, Ten of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Chariot. So you got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? And then you got Aquarius here. And then you got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, right? So you got two air sign cards of swords, and then the Fool is Aquarius, right? So this could be another Aquarius, right? Then you have two cups, two cards of cups, three cards of cups, Ten of Cups, Eight of Cups, Page of Cups, right? And then you have the Chariot. So this could be a Cancer, but it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, right? And whoever this is, they could be younger than you, right? Page, they're younger. They hate you because of a new beginning, Fool. New beginning and Ten of Cups, right? Happiness. They hate to see you happy. Got a Ten of Cups and the Fool. New beginning. They're your enemies for that reason. Whoever they are, it's people that you've walked away from. Eight of Cups. You've walked away from those people and you've healed. You've healed. You got two cards of moving away right here. You got Six of Swords, and then you got that. You got Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Both of those cards represents moving away, right? So this is something. These are people that you have cut off and moved away from, right? And you started moving forward fast, right? Because you saw something in these people that wasn't right, right? See what he's doing? He's analyzing. He got the world in his hand, and he got a rod in his hand, and the world in his hand, and he's analyzing the world, right? He's analyzing the world. So you analyzed the people, and then you analyzed where you wanted to get away, where you wanted to leave and go to get from around these people. Because you got two cards moving away. Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords, and they both moving in the same direction. Both of these cards going in the same direction. They both going that way. Well, on the card, they're going this way. Like that. Both of them going that way. Right? Because they're a new beginning, right? Passionate new beginning. Put you in power. Put you in power, right? You bossed up. And so they don't like that. These people, could be people in your family. Ten of Cups is a family card, right? People in your family, people in your community. In the Chariot, the community is in the background. You see the city behind it? Behind the Chariot, he's moving away from the city. He's getting away from that city. So it could be people that you grew up with, people that you know from childhood or whatever, your community. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm seeing that they really hate you and they became your enemies because of you bossing up. They feel like you feel like you're better than them because of the Empress, or the Emperor, right? The Emperor, and I say Empress. The Emperor needs his Empress, but the Empress got the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Love coming, right? So happiness, pure happiness, is the reason why they hate you. They hate you because you bossed up, for one, and for two, because they see you happy. They don't want to see you happy. These people, just like I said, it could be family, it could be somebody you've been in a relationship with, it could be somebody from your family, somebody you was in a relationship with, or somebody who offered you some fake love, right? Somebody who offered you some fake love. They didn't like you from the beginning. Somebody younger than you, they tried to act like they was in love with you, or they liked you, or whatever, or they was bringing you love, but they really wasn't. They was gonna bring you a bunch of burdens, but you moved away from them. So that was the smartest thing for you to do, was to move away from them. So they hating you from a distance. Yeah, they're hating you from a distance. You got too many cards and moving away. That's why I see that they're not somebody who's around you currently. If I didn't see two cards are moving away, I would say that they're still in your face right now, or that they're around you. But the two cards showing moving away represents that they're not still in your face anymore. But they're hating you from a distance. So let's see the characteristics of these people. Spirit guides, ancestor spirits, show us the characteristics of these people. Yeah, so you got a fire sign, a water sign, and an air sign. Right? 3 Aries, right? But it could be possibly more than that. But you know, this is what cards are showing us, the ones who are still in your energy. Spirit guides, show us the characteristics of the people. Doing too much, excessive overindulgence, right? So this is somebody that could be fat. One of these people could be fat, or one of these people could overindulge in something. Eating, could be eating, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be sex, it could be anything that they overindulge in. That's just the card of overindulgence. So one of them could be somebody who overindulged. These two cards came out for somebody else. Warning signs: take heed, risky situation. Somebody who, it's a cone on this card, right? A cone on this card, and it says snooping, digging for dirt, accusations. This one, right? Detective. Somebody who is spying on you and who watch you a lot is one of them. And it's a cone on this card. The other one could be somebody who works some type of construction. It's a cone that you put in the road for construction on the card, right? And that person could wear red, because they're on the side of the road, so they put the red on or something like that. But orange, because it's got red in it, but it looks a little like it's got a little bit of orange in it too. But or it could be somebody who you saw red flags with, right? And let's see about the other one. So one of them is somebody who's real nosy, who's sneaky, and they've been looking for dirt on you so that they can accuse you of something, right? The other one could be somebody you file paperwork on, some court paperwork, right? So it could have been somebody you was married to and had to file a divorce, right? Yeah. Because you got a family card here showing that it's possibly somebody in your family or somebody you had a family with. So you could have a child from this person, right? Or somebody you was in a family with, married to, or whatever. Court work, paperwork filed. Could be divorce papers. And then another one came out. Says evidence guilty as charged, exposed receipts. So somebody that you caught doing something, right? You got receipts on this other person, this person here, whatever. So whoever these people are, somebody is sneaky, someone who is looking for dirt on you. That could be any one of the signs. And the other one is possibly somebody you saw red flags, or you don't trust. You don't really trust them, but you know what I'm saying. You try to be cool with them or whatever, but you really don't trust them. And this is somebody who, like I said, could do construction or something, because you got a cone that you put in the road. They could work on the highways or something like that, building roads or something like that. Yeah, they could be into construction or something. And the other one is somebody who had to file some type of restraining order or divorce or something like that. Those are your enemies. All right, so that's what we got for you, Aqua. If the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, then you already know, leave it for somebody else. These messages are not for everybody. So flip the roles as the roles are reversed. Flip the roles, reverse the roles as they go. And you already know, if the reading resonate, once again, if the reading resonate, hit the like. If it don't resonate, leave it for somebody else. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for being here. If you're not a subscriber, then hit the subscribe button. And once again, if you need a personal reading, hit my inbox. Link in the email in the description. Email in the description, and email is in the bio. All right, y'all have a good day, and peace. Pisces, what's good, Pisces? Pisces, we're going to get it in. We're going to find out what's going on with you. We're going to find out who your enemies are around you, Pisces. Pisces, you already know if the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, then don't take it with you. All right, so Pisces, we're going to clear the energy around you. Clear the energy in here. All right, ancestor spirits of my highest and greatest good, archangel, spirit guides, Orishas, lords of my highest and greatest good. Give us clear messages to give Pisces on who their enemies are that's around them. Pisces, this could be somebody you work with, it could be family, friends, it could be neighbors, it could be somebody in your community, it could be anybody, right? And this is somebody you deal with on a regular, or you see them a lot. Alright, so you already know, Pisces, if the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, then don't take it with you, leave it for somebody else. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And I do offer personal reading, so if you want a personal reading, then hit my inbox. The link, I keep saying link. The email is in the description, and the email is on my page. So if you go to the page, you'll see in the bio, the email is there. All right, the channel page. All right, so let's go. So Spirit Guides, show us what Pisces need to know. Who are the enemies around Pisces? It could be one, it could be two, it could be many. All right, we'll find out when the cards come out. All right, Spirit Guides, show us the sign of the person who's an enemy of Pisces. We got the Magician at the bottom of the deck, Aquarius. Alright, we got an Aquarius, that's your enemy, Pisces. And he's a magician, or she's a magician, or whatever. We got swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Alright, show us more, Pisces. Show us more for Pisces spirits. Nine of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Show us more spirits. Alright, Ace of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Got the Hermit. Virgo. Alright, spirits, show us more. Page of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Two of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Show us some more, Spirit. Give us 4 more. Gemini, the Lovers. Alright, Spirits. Give us 3 more, Spirits. Spirit gave us 3 more. Exactly 3 more. Alright, you got the Wheel of Fortune. You got the 9 of Swords. And you got the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Alright. It's at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Alright. So whoever this person is, or these people, let's see. So you got the Lovers here. This could be somebody you was in a relationship with. You got heavy air. You got 3 cards. 3 cards of swords, which is air, right? 9 of Swords, Ace of Swords, 5 of Swords. And then the Aquarius card, the Magician, was at the bottom of the deck, right? Okay. So you don't have any more Pentacles. You only got the Queen of Pentacles. And you only got the Page of Cups. Oh, you got the 10 of Cups. So you got the 10 of Cups, so you got 2 cards of Cups, right? So it could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio too, right? And an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, right? And then you got a Gemini card here. So a strong Gemini, strong Aquarius, because we saw the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Strong Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So that could be 3 people, right? So I get that these were karmic situations that you were in. Spiritual enemies, karmic. Anytime the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it's something karmic, right? In this type of reading anyway, right? Karmic. There was a lot of fighting going on. This is somebody who's always been in your head. You can't get this person out of your head, Pisces. Causes you a lot of stress. You stress a lot about it, whoever this person is. You could have wanted to try and control a situation. The Hermit is a card of being in control, right? Because the Hermit is wise, so the Hermit knows how to use his or her wisdom, right? His wisdom, right? So you could have tried to be wise about the situation and control the situation before it got out of hand or whatever. But in a karmic relationship, right, or a karmic situation, you can't control how the universe works, because this is somebody from a past life that you could have felt was a wish fulfillment, or somebody that you felt happy with in the beginning in the relationship, right? And that's the thing, is that you can be in a relationship, start out a relationship, and it starts out good, but then when you start, when you've been with the person for a while, many different things happen, and you end up going your separate ways because you're growing apart or whatever. But in anything that's karmic, any type of karmic situations, it's going to always be fighting. Right? Karmic situations are going to always fight. It's going to be always fighting. So this is something that you couldn't avoid. This is something that you couldn't avoid. Either you had a small offer, or this person had a small offer of love. Right? Excuse me. you all could have both had some type of Egyptian origins or Egyptian past life, Egyptian connection, ancestors, Egyptian ancestors. I'm seeing on the top of the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Sphinx, right? He's got the Egyptian headset on. So this karmic situation is one that came from Egypt, right? One wherein you and this person both knew each other in Egypt, right? Or you and these people, because you have heavy water, heavy air, right? Somebody you knew these people from Egypt, Egyptian, ancient Egyptian ties from a past life. I don't see Eight of Swords or Seven of Swords. I don't see Eight of Swords or Six of Swords. I'm saying Eight of Swords. I don't know why I said Eight of Swords. I don't see Eight of Cups or Six of Cups, which shows moving away from the person, right? So this could be somebody or these people could be people that are right around you right now, right? It could be people that's around you, because I don't see you moving away from it. This could be somebody you're currently in a relationship with. If it's not somebody you're currently in a relationship with, it's somebody who you thought that you could have some type of stability with. Queen of Pentacles is a stable person, right? A stable queen. Queen of Pentacles is stable and the Hermit is stable. And I say Egyptian, right? It's pyramid in the back of the lovers. Let me cover it up. But it's pyramids in the back, right up under my fingers. It's pyramids there, right? Pyramids there, and the Sphinx on top of the Wheel of Fortune, right? So most definitely some type of Egyptian tie, right? You've been planning on how to get this person out of your energy. Or you've been trying to find a way to get this person out of your energy, or these people out of your energy. But what I'm seeing is it could also be somebody you went to school with, or you're currently in school with them, right? It's a possibility that you do magic and this person does magic also as well. Because the Wheel of Fortune has magical symbols on it, right? The Wheel of Fortune has magical symbols on it. And we saw the Magician at the bottom of the deck when we first started. So this is a situation that will only play itself out by time, right? The Wheel of Fortune moving in your favor. You cutting ties with these people completely, right? Because the Hermit here with the Nine of Swords under the bottom of it are two conflicting cards, right? The Hermit is not stressed about anything, but the card on the bottom is, right? So the Hermit represents the higher self, and the lower self is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords on the bottom, right? But you got the Ace of Swords here, which is the sword of truth, right? So something is gonna be revealed to you. Some truth is gonna come to you that's gonna free you from this karmic pattern of karmic enemies, rather. These karmic enemies, and you're gonna receive complete fulfillment, right? Where it won't be any more fighting. So, and this Swords card, Five of Swords, could be fighting with other people physically, right? Arguments or whatever, physically. It could be physically or it could be mentally, right? Because swords is mental, right? So it could be something you're battling within, fighting against yourself about which decision to make to be able to rid yourself of these enemies, right? How to fight off these enemies. So the thing is because it's a spiritual one, a spiritual war, That's basically what this is. This Wheel of Fortune is here, which is karmic, right? More especially with the surrounding cards, with the Eight of Swords and the five of Swords, is karmic, right? And with the Lovers card being here too, right? Because the Lovers, what a lot of people don't talk about is the Lovers represents polarity, right? Because you got masculine and feminine, and then you got masculine and feminine. And I covered the card up the first time, and I forgot to cover it up again. But I'm not monetized right now anyway. So, but you got masculine and feminine, and then you got masculine and feminine, light and darkness, and then you got negative and positive, right? So that's what polarity represents. Anytime you have two, it's negative, positive, light and darkness, good and evil, and male, female, right? If you go back and you look at the story of Lilith, they say that Lilith was created from man's own evil intentions, that the woman was created from man's own evil intentions. That's just one of the stories, right? But polarity, it represents polarity. So, anytime it's a karmic situation, there's really nothing that you can do about it, but just let it play itself out. But the first thing to do is to figure out the characteristics of these people, so you'll know exactly who these people are, or this, to know who these people are. Spirit, show us the characteristics of these people, so that Pisces will know exactly who these people are. All right, spirits. Frenemy, fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions. At the bottom of the deck. And that's just what I said. That somebody around you, stealing your energy, somebody is around you, faking like they're your friend, but they're not, they're an enemy. All right, Spirit, show us more. Show us more for Pisces. All right, Spirits gave us 4. All right. So somebody is very prideful, right? Very prideful. You got masculine pride, toxic masculinity. Somebody who talk a lot, revealing secrets, cat out of the bag, untrustworthy, spitting the beans, right? The blues, scared, heavy emotions, mental distress, right? That's the same as the nine of wands, the 9 of swords, what I meant to say, right? Same as the 9 of swords, mental distress, right? This could be somebody who has anxiety really bad. One of them could have anxiety really bad, and this could be somebody that you actually had a family with, right? Because you got the lovers here, and then you got the pregnancy card knocked up. So this could be somebody that you got a baby from, because the knocked up card came out. So that's how you'll know who this person or people are. Spirit will reveal everything to you that needs to be revealed in your dreams, right? Because this person is in the bed, and then you got the Ace of Swords. Person is in the bed stressing, they can't sleep, but then you got the Ace of Swords here. So it's going to be revealed to you in your dream. Because Pisces, you dream a lot. You have dreams. You'll find out exactly what to do, how to move until this wheel removes those enemies out of your way and from around you. But it's some magic that's going on. Because the Hermit is a card of the Magician also as well, and that's what a lot of people don't know, or a lot of people don't say. Because the Hermit has a rod, anytime you see the rod, which is the rod, like they talked about the rod of Aaron, that budded, right? Anytime you see the staff represents magic, right? And the light, the lantern, and he got a cloak on, just like a magician, right? That's why they say he's wise. He's very wise because he's dressed in the regalia of a magician. Also, as well, although he don't have a sword, he got a staff, right? Moses had a staff, but look what Moses did with his staff. Moses touched the water, and the water parted because God gave him the gift to utilize his magic, right? So it's magic involved, right? So nothing can happen but the wheel turn, and it could be all three of these people that you're fighting against in the spiritual world. This right here is not a physical battle. This is a spiritual battle. So the only thing that you can do is let it play out, Pisces. Pisces, just be careful. Just watch yourself around people. Watch yourself spiritually. Cleanse yourself and keep yourself clean. And don't go to casting spells on nobody or none of that type of stuff. Just keep yourself clean and just do the right thing, because when the wheel turning, you want it to turn in your favor. Because if you do anything against what nature is designed to do, you go against nature, playing with the elements, then it's going to backfire. The wheel going to turn in the opposite direction. All right, so that's what we got for you, Pisces. Pisces, you have a great day. And if the reading resonate, hit the like button. If the reading don't resonate, you already know. Don't take it with you. Leave it for somebody else. And the link is in my description, and the link is on my page. If you want a personal reading, just hit me up. So y'all enjoy your weekend. Today is March the 7th, right? Today is, I think today is 7th, right? Yeah, today is March the 7th, Saturday. Y'all have a great day, and peace.